Probably a normal journey for an entrepreneur is to see their dream start to become this massive burden that locks them down both mentally and physically. That burden freezes you up, makes you doubt yourself, and then it's hard to see where to go next. I'm Chris Riley, president of Affluent Bridge. Affluent Bridge is the leading growth marketing firm for the appliance industry. Independent appliance dealers who want to grow in a significant way come to us. When I first started the company, my goals were pretty simple. Can I make a really good living and have flexibility for my family? I think the really good thing about the Affluent Bridge brand that we have is that it's twofold. One, it guides customers in a really unique journey, but two, it helps them align with a high-end audience, the affluent audience. So we're not only excited about how we're helping clients in marketing, we're also excited that we have an area of expertise, really knowing the DNA of the audience they're trying to pursue and successfully capture. Some of the challenges along the way almost stopped us in our tracks. I can remember when we kept investing into employees and solutions, only to find ourselves somewhat stagnant in our growth, but having an ever increasing payroll that turned into heavy debt. Nobody knows it, but deep down you're wondering, am I going to fail tomorrow? We were doing some great things for clients in this journey of helping them, but in the end, it wasn't as near as profitable for us as a company as we thought it would be. It became a all-encompassing problem across the board for my life. From anxiety within my family, my wife worried about the debt, to working crazy long hours to try to fix things. There just wasn't a lot of clarity about what the right next steps looked like. We knew what kind of audience, clients we wanted. We knew where we wanted to take them. We just didn't know how our company was going to reshape and reform to align with that. Revenue Ranch then showed to us the growth momentum method, a clear pathway to going forward that had teeth in it, that was reality. And it not only would impact myself as an owner, but it would impact my team members, my leadership team, my managers, so that we could walk this journey together. The first thing that hits you is the True North strategy. What is your true north? What is going to guide the company? You have to be specific about it. The beauty of it is when you lay out that True North strategy, you have a detailed connection to all the other leaders of all the other key roles in your company. Then they can grab a hold of that True North and see what that means for them. Finally, you see that this is the framework of our future success. This is going to lead us and hold us in place together as a team to really fulfill and meet our goals. That was a turning point moment for me. We reorganized our company around 7 core capabilities, which has turned into a significant transformation for our company. What does it mean to be a person in charge of sales, gathering leads, or someone in charge of the operations? It was beautiful because we started to see really clear details on what were the things we were responsible for, not just as a title, or not just as a title in a sentence, but actual tasks, responsibilities, because of these 7 capabilities that we're embracing. Each person embracing their own capability that fits their skills feels an empowerment that goes beyond just what you tell them to do. Now they take ownership of the journey themselves. And that continues the transformation in a more powerful way. One of our big blockers for growth as a company has been building sales up over a year's time and not getting lost in the details, and you forget to prospect. You forget to keep adding customers. Once we started laying out our goals, and once we started laying out what we had to do to get those accomplished in a detailed way, we started to see the path open up. A great example of that is just looking at our growth. Our first full year, we experienced 30% growth, and our profitability went out the roof. and we had never seen that kind of growth or profitability at the end of the year, our clients are experiencing growth that no one's able actually to match in the industry. So the wins started building years ago, but now they've come to fruition. My team is producing wins for customers that were unfathomable from the past. Once you start to see transformation take place, then things start changing in a real positive way. Being an owner now feels completely different after making these significant changes to the company. Our team operates with a tremendous amount of intentionality and focus, and they know it's not because we suddenly got more business. They know it's because we are working from a framework, working inside our role and responsibilities appropriately, and there's reasonable accountability across the board that allows us to see progress actually occur and encourage one another in what we're supposed to get done. Now we're in a position not only to embrace the notable growth we have experienced already, but we have our roadmap. We're not going into the next year in the dark, trying to figure out how to make sure that we think correctly through these new solutions we're offering or the growth we want to experience. If we want to grow 10 times, it's just a matter of if we want to, because the roadmap's there. Those 7 capabilities, when you focus on those, you now have a very strong foundation as a company to really handle any kind of growth you want to accomplish. That's how powerful this whole process, this whole transformation has become. Just very grateful.